Hello, I'm Beth. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be having a chill chat about my crippling addiction to social media and why I'm finally coming to the conclusion that I need to delete my social media moving forward. So pulling up my screen time, my daily average is around 6 hours and my total screen time from the week is almost 20 hours. The majority of the time it's watching Netflix or YouTube in the background. I mean, I haven't had Instagram and TikTok on my phone for a few days, so that's why they're not on there, but I am so sure that when I did have those on my phone, I probably spent even more time on my phone and they would have definitely taken up the bulk of my screen time. So yeah, moving forward, for the foreseeable future, I am only going to have Instagram and YouTube on my iPad because I do use Instagram once in a while to sort of catch up with people and meet new groups in Manchester, so I don't want to entirely get rid of it, but if it's on my iPad, I'll only be checking it if I am going to message somebody and not just to scroll on Reels. But yeah, that's the majority of what I do on my phone is I scroll on like short form content, or I will watch Netflix in the background when I'm doing stuff. But I essentially have a constant distraction. I always have something playing or I'm scrolling on something. There is just very rarely do I ever spend time in just silence, or just not even silence because there's still things going on, but just natural sounds and not like constantly listening to something on my headphones. I mean, as Gen Z, I've grown up with social media from a decently young age, and I've grown up with like Instagram specifically. So I've kind of always had like an issue and a struggle with consuming a lot of social media and just content online constantly. But it got way worse when I began to watch TikTok and more of the short form stuff, which is now on Instagram, YouTube, even like Facebook, Pinterest, everything. There's short form content on everything. And it is extremely addictive. You'll know if you're watching this video, it's so addictive. And as well, it's very likely that you've also had the same experience as me when it comes to when you're scrolling on the short form content and in your brain's telling you, I need to get up, I need to eat something, I need to pee, I need to do whatever I need to do, I need to get off this, I'm not enjoying it, and yet you just keep doing it. I don't know, I guess the main reason why I want to delete it is because consuming all this content, number one, takes away so much time from me, but it really teaches me to just ignore my own needs and my body and what my brain is telling me. I really put that addiction before anything else, really. I mean, I'll wake up in the morning, I'm on my phone. Before going to bed, I'm on my phone. Throughout the day, I'm listening to stuff, I'm on my phone. I'm just always consuming something, and it is just so unnatural for the human brain, and it's no wonder that people are really struggling mentally. But yeah, as the title or the thumbnail says, I don't know myself very well anymore. It feels like since I started consuming so much, I've really just lost touch with who I am and what I like on an individual level, because everything on social media is pushing different aesthetics at you, or just so many different things that you then think, oh, I like this, I'll adopt this. But then really you're just this amalgamation of so many different people and you're not really yourself. I mean, you can argue that that's true anyway with people, but I really do feel like I have lost that foundational sense of self. I feel like when I was a lot younger and maybe didn't have social media, or it wasn't as prevalent in my life, I knew myself a lot better. I knew what I liked better. I knew who I was. I don't know, I guess I was more in tune with who I am, like, deep down. And that's not to say that I don't now know myself at all. I mean, I know my morals, I know it's important to me, but I would love to know what I like without being influenced by so many other people, whether that's consciously or subconsciously. I'm just exhausted of the constant comparing and the constant obsessing. It's so unnatural to be aware and be included in so many people's lives, these people we don't know and really don't matter to us. That's not to say that I don't like social media at all. I mean, I think like YouTube's great. I think each social media has its benefits and like positives. It's just that there's a lot of downfalls too, and I think short form content specifically is just so soul sucking. So yeah, like the content like that's made it hard, but then also like I don't know, even just things like listening to music constantly and watching shows constantly. Like I watch Gilmore Girls on repeat. I'm probably on my 10th viewing of the whole series. Like I know everything that happens in it, and I watch maybe 3 to 4 episodes a day just in the background. Sounds kind of harmless, maybe a little bit over the top, but and I don't think it's directly like harming me, but I am learning to constantly distract myself. I'm learning to not be okay with quiet or silence, just living slower. My brain is like constantly needing something to stimulate it, and I think that's so unhealthy. And it really drowns out your own thoughts and feelings when you're constantly engaging in something or constantly being stimulated by something. How does it give you space to really feel or experience or think? It's just, I think it really is just numbing us. And I don't want to feel numb. I want to think deeply. I want to think creatively. I want to take time to experience life without being just completely distracted. I'm aware that I'm being super rambly, but I think these are things that most people who consume social media or who have phones can relate to what I'm saying right now. I mean, in the past, I've deleted social media so many times. Sometimes I've been successful and I've deleted it for a few months and I've actually felt really good not having it. But I usually always get roped back into re-downloading the apps, and then I get super addicted again because I don't know, there's always this sense that you're kind of missing out on things. I mean, if people talk about certain trends that are on like TikTok or just generally online, or certain conversations that are happening, or certain things you're missing out in like pop culture or media, and it can really, yeah, like feel like you're missing out. But when I've been thinking about it, it's almost as if social media and technology is the real life that we'll miss out on, and therefore we are happy to distract ourselves from our actual life in the present, which is actually our thoughts and our feelings and our present experience. It's like this social media is more important than actually us right now. For example, like it's easier sometimes to watch somebody's what I eat in a day or somebody's daily routine or whatever kind of video than actually eating yourself or having your own routine or doing your own thing. It's so easy to absorb other people's lives and just anything else other than kind of looking after ourselves sometimes. Or at least that's what I find. I think my addiction to my phone really distracts myself from being there fully for myself and actually like listening to myself at all. I mean, sometimes I'll slow down and I'll talk to myself in my head and I'll ask myself, like, what do you need right now? Or what's important to you? Or what are you thinking? And it is actually so refreshing to actually listen to myself and, like, hear those things and feel those things. Because I'm so used to constantly kind of just pushing it to the back. Like, I don't want to think about that right now. That's so much effort. I don't want to do that. I don't really want to just be in the present. I just want to kind of distract. And, like, that's super self-destructive and unnatural. I don't know, I'm blabbing loads. I'm just like, I was going to wait to do a video once I'd, been off social media for a month or so, but I kind of just wanted to share some of these thoughts and opinions before I have reached that point, because maybe some people could join in with me and delete some stuff too, and then we can all have a chat about it. But I don't know, I just got to the point where I'm just fed up. I'm irritated and I want them gone, and I wanted to just talk about that because it's unhealthy. But I've just gotten to this point where doing something in the present, like if I'm colouring in or if I'm doing a jigsaw or crocheting or going for a walk or whatever it is extremely uncomfortable to do without having a podcast, music or Netflix or something playing in the background. I find it really uncomfortable. I find that silence and that just sitting with my own thoughts extremely uncomfortable. I used to be able to do it, but now I'm like, it's so foreign to me. My instinct is just to reach for my phone or reach for my iPad or some sort of device that can play something, because it's unsettling not to have that. But then as soon as I do that thing, if I go for a walk without my headphones, for example, I feel so relaxed after. I feel so much more present. I notice so much more around me. I just generally feel so much better for doing that. So I'm excited to really try and lean into that and do as many relaxing things as I can do, or just general activities without something playing. Like, if you follow me, you know my videos, you'll know I'm trying to hold myself accountable to treating myself better, and I think this is a massive step towards that. It's something really easy to try and avoid or to ignore, because it really takes us out of our comfort zones and can be quite uncomfortable. But I think that discomfort is necessary for growth in the long term. Anyway, that's my like really rambly, probably nonsensical explanation for why I'm deleting social media. It's pretty self-explanatory and obvious for a lot of people, but I just wanted to have this chat because I want to publicly hold myself accountable as well, because if I'm telling you guys I'm staying off all these social medias and then you see me on it next week, then you might be like, what's she doing? And if you see that, you tell me off, hold me accountable. But I think I feel pretty good about the decision, so that's what I'm gonna do. I will have a video coming up soon about just living slower and being more intentional and present. So that'll be pretty fun to explore when I'm not being so distracted by all these things, and it's something I'll be able to improve, I hope, on my end. So stay tuned for that if you're also going through a similar sort of experience or journey. But until then, I hope you look after yourself and take care of yourself and show yourself as much love as you can this week. I'm proud of you as always, and thank you so much for watching my video. Bye!